Okay, so we should be live now. I'm gonna
Oh yeah,
double
I can
check.
see.
I'm gonna double
I can
check
see a
as
little
well the
live flashing.
conversation. Anyway, so hey guys, so today join me in conversation with Kerry. She's an amazing mom and also a lawyer, so her life is extremely busy, and somehow she manages to be a fitness freak as well and live a healthy lifestyle. So today she'll be sharing with us her secrets and how she manages such a busy life. Hello, Kerry.
Hello, thanks for having me. Thank you, Steph. It's an honor to be on your show. Very, very honored and humbled. So yeah, you pretty much given me a good introduction. My son is 14 and half months old, and he's a handful, but but all boys are a handful. Um, I mean, before I had him, I was very, very into fitness. It was easy to juggle fitness around my job because it was just myself and my husband. I was always an early bird, so I used to get up early, get my workout done before work, prep my breakfast, and then I could eat really healthy as well. But since becoming a mum, all of that's kind of gotten a lot harder because one, you're really busy, so you tend to put yourself last, and two, babies are demanding, they need everything from you, don't they? So you have to juggle your life around them. It's no longer just about you. So it's been a learning curve to do that and try and keep up with being fit and healthy and trying to get my workouts in, trying to eat clean, and as well as juggling work. Is I recently went back to work as a real estate lawyer in Bromley, so it's new. I'm still learning each day, but I just find that I have to use every minute, every hour of the day constructively. There is no time to just sit and just chill and waste an hour kind of scrolling around on Instagram anymore. So I have to really use my time wisely now. So yes, that's pretty much it, how I live life to day really.
Oh, you must be falling behind with your socials then.
It's a struggle. Social life is a struggle because I find a lot of my friends. I'm at that age now. I'm 34, soon to be 35 next month, and a lot of my friends are also new mums or they're mums of young children. So we have to really plan in advance when we're going to meet up and have a social, get together. And even my husband and I, we have to really plan in advance any date nights or just a night to just chill, the two of us. And isn't easy, but then parenthood isn't easy. Juggling full-time work isn't easy, and trying to stay healthy and fit and be the best that you can be for your family isn't easy, but then it's worth it. So you make it work. You do what you need to do to make it work.
We have to.
Yeah.
I'm just curious. So you said that you used to train and have a healthy lifestyle before having your baby, getting pregnant.
Yes.
During pregnancy, did you manage to stick to like healthy eating habits or still squeeze in a workout or two per week?
I'll be honest. In the first trimester, no, because I felt so sick. I wasn't actually sick, but I had morning sickness, but it was in the evening. So I was fine when I got up. I could get up. I can do my workouts. I was working out. I'd say probably right up until 22, 23 weeks, doing my normal kind of beach body workouts. So I love the home workouts where I can just put the DVD in and just get it done in half an hour. So I was doing things like Insanity. I was doing like 21-day fix where it's quite vigorous up until about 22 weeks. So I was doing that in the mornings. But then come 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock in the afternoon, I just started to feel so sick and nauseous up until about 14, 15 weeks of pregnancy. And during that time, I just wanted fried chicken. I wanted fries. I wanted burgers, just salt. For some reason, I craved just salt, not a particular food, but just real, not very healthy food. So up until about 14 weeks of my pregnancy, it was pretty tough to eat healthy. I just didn't want vegetables. I didn't want, the yogurt and the granola. I didn't even want cereal. I just wanted something that was fried all the time or bacon.
I was exactly the same. Only cooking vegetables would make me sick. Like I
Oh,
couldn't stand it. I would just
the
go for
smell.
deep fried food, and that was it.
Yeah. But then after the sickness went, I was fine. I started to get
Mhm.
kind of my old taste buds back, where I could eat the healthy foods that I liked before. So I used to be able to roast a pan of vegetables and just eat it. I couldn't do that for the first 3 months, and as that went, I could go back to doing that, and then I could have like steamed fish or baked chicken instead of having to have, burgers and lasagna all the time. So it was a struggle at first, but once the sickness went, I was able to kind of get back to eating relatively healthy. But when you're pregnant, you realize that
You
you're going to
allow it.
get, yeah, and you're going to get
Yeah.
bigger. So you kind of think, I'm going to get bigger anyway. I might as well just eat.
So, yeah. Thank you. I keep saying that to ladies that want to become mothers. I'm like, relax. Now you have an excuse to be big.
Yes,
Use it.
yes, exactly. Because no matter what you do, you can, eat as clean as you like. Your body's going to change.
Yes.
So to deny yourself and I don't really deny myself anyway. I always try and stick to 80% healthy, 20% fun food, where I allow myself in every day something that is a bit of you could say it was a treat, but I don't really like to say treat, because I think, well, a treat is earned and you shouldn't have to earn your food. But I just think, just in moderation, have something that is not clean per se. So if you fancy, a block or two of some chocolate, try and eat dark chocolate instead of milk chocolate, but still have a bit of chocolate. Or if you want a glass of wine, obviously not when you're pregnant, but if you're not pregnant, if a small glass of wine, then maybe have a glass of wine a week or something, but you don't drink the whole bottle, just kind of moderate what you're having. So I just think, don't deny yourself, because it takes away the fun from food. And if that can cause kind of unhealthy relationship with food, I think.
And it's not just that, but like if you restrict yourself too much, you're gonna think of what you can't eat all the time. And I think that increases your crave, just thinking that, oh, I can't have it, I want it. Because as human beings, we want what we can't have. Somehow we are just very fun.
And then you find those people that have the treat day or the cheat day, and then the whole weekend's a write-off, isn't it? And you're just eating everything,
Yeah.
which you denied yourself during the week, and you're saving up for that one day, and then you just binge, and then all your work's undone, and it's just pointless, really. So I definitely agree. You shouldn't really, restrict yourself too much. Have a few fun foods here and there, but keep it in moderation.
And as a mom, you need that glass of wine. Come on, let's be serious. We need that glass of wine. Like, it's no joke.
Especially not having it for, what, 10 months? Yeah.
Exactly. Like, there's no joke. We need that.
Sometimes you need the bottle. It's so true.
I know all mothers are gonna agree with us now. They're not gonna admit it.
Yeah.
They're all gonna agree
anyone
with us.
that says, oh no, my baby's perfect and I don't get stressed, and my house is really clean all the time, and I've got my nails painted all the time and my hair's always done. You've got help. You've got a nanny. Your mum lives with you. You live with your mum. Like, you've got help. You're not doing it on your own. So it's near impossible to do all those things and be a good mum to your child, I think, because they need so much attention, like literally every moment of the day, unless they're sleeping. But even when they're sleeping, that's when you want to do what you need to do, isn't it? That's, you might want to get your workout in. You might want to prep some food. You might want to just take a shower. There's always something for you to do.
My baby is the same age as yours, 14 months, and he still sleeps on my chest or with his head on my shoulder throughout the day.
Yeah.
So I don't even get that time to myself because I still need to lay down next to him. He's such a mommy's boy. I know, I'm working on it.
See, mine's a daddy's boy. He doesn't want anything to do with me. I'm just chopped liver. He just comes to me for food.
So typical.
It might change. Exactly. So we're kind of at different ends of the spectrum, whereas you're getting too much attention and I don't get any. So yeah, but it's worth it. It's more than worth it, definitely.
Do you mind telling us how much weight did you gain in pregnancy?
Okay, so at the start, before I was pregnant, I used to kind of teeter around 59, 60 kilos, and at 40, because I delivered at 41 weeks. I was 41 weeks plus 3 days. I was overdue by 10 days, and I weighed myself at about 41 weeks, and I think I was about 73 kilos. So I'd put on 13 kilos in total. I'm not really sure how much that is in pounds.
It's 26, close to that, close to 30 pounds actually.
31 pounds, something like that. So I mean, it's not the biggest amount. Could have been worse.
You realize how lucky you've been? Seriously, do you realize that?
But then I did exercise and I ate relatively healthy for my second and third trimesters. It's only, I think, in the final 2-3 weeks where I just thought, you know what, I'm just going to have a KFC. I want fried chicken, so I'm just going to eat that. And I'm probably going to have nachos the next day and a pizza the day after. Like, you know, I just wanted the baby to be out. I was over it. But for the majority of my pregnancy, I tried to exercise and eat well, and I was fit beforehand, and I was eating well beforehand. So I think a lot of that was kind of my body kind of memorizing what it was capable of doing, and then my metabolism was a certain way. So I wasn't too destructive during pregnancy, and I think that's what kept my weight down. And I had a big baby.
I gained only 90 pounds.
90 pounds, and you've lost all of that.
I lost all that, yeah, because it's funny. I lost 90 pounds before getting pregnant. Then I got pregnant. Then I gained all the way back, and then I lost it again. It's been a roller coaster for me.
But yeah, amazing.
You gained only 30 pounds.
Yeah. But look at you. That's like a whole nother person.
That's why it is indeed another person. Like I can easily fit two of me now in the same in a pair of.
Off to you, I take my hat off to you.
But I put, you know what? It's just about the work that you put in, and we're gonna talk about the work that you've been putting in, because only that way you can achieve. Just sitting on the sofa eating ice cream and waiting for motivation is never going to happen.
No.
So you need to, as you said, you need to discipline yourself.
Yeah.
We get it.
I mean,
and that's how you make it, isn't it?
A typical day of mine was when baby was very young. I left it until about 8 weeks postpartum. Didn't want to do anything before that because I thought, well, I don't want to, overexert myself and, cause any damage, because giving birth is quite traumatic to your body, isn't it? So you have to give yourself time to recover. So I waited till I had my checkup with my doctor, got the all clear, and I really just eased myself back into fitness. And when I say eased, I modified every single exercise. I barely went on the floor, didn't do any planks, because I didn't want to risk the abdomen separation. I didn't really want to risk that, because that's a nightmare to repair if you get that. So I would get up in the morning, feed baby. I breastfed him until he was about 8 months. So I fed him. He would go for a maybe 40-minute nap, half an hour, 40-minute nap. And in that time, I would get my workout done, because I would have to do a workout would be between 20 and 30 minutes. I couldn't do anything longer than that because he would probably wake up. If he was awake, I'd put him in a rocking chair and you just let him rock while I'm working out. And after that, quickly have a shower and on with the day. And that was probably up until he was a year old. And then I went back to work in July, and I have Wednesdays off, but I take him swimming and we do our kind of mummy and son day on the Wednesday. But my routine when I'm working is I'm up really early. I'm up at 5 a.m. and I get my workout done between 5 and 6 a.m. And then I'm prepping breakfast for me, him. My hubby gets up a little bit later, so he will have his own breakfast. Then I go upstairs, I shower and get myself ready, all before baby gets up, because he gets up at about 7 o'clock. So between 5 a.m. and 7 o'clock, that's my window to work out, shower, prep breakfast, get everything ready for work. And then I get up, he's being washed and getting him ready to take to my mother-in-law's to look after through the working day. And then home, dinner, bath time, bed, and then I get a couple of hours to myself in the evening. And that's pretty much a standard working day for me. So as you can see, it's not, I don't really have the time. I don't have the time to fit a workout in unless I get up very early before he gets up. Because once baby's up, you're not getting it done.
It's funny how you don't use that as an excuse not to get things done.
Yeah.
You know,
there's no excuse. There's always time. You have to find it. So I don't really want to get up at 5 a.m. I'd love to sleep till 6:30 because that's what time I really have to get up. But I won't get it done then, and I wouldn't be able to continue with my lifestyle as I was before, with regards to keeping fit and trying to eat healthy. Because I always find if I work out, if I start the day like that, I will continue, on a healthy.
At the same pace.
Yes.
Yeah.
But if I don't do that, if I don't do something to move my body at the start of the day, then I'll just think, well, I didn't work out, so I'm just going to eat like crap, and I don't, that's a slippery slope. So I make the time, get up early.
Oh, sorry, carry on.
That's okay. That's finished.
I just wanted to say, if you disagree with those moms that actually say that fitting a workout in actually makes them super tired, and they can't either carry on with their day or look after the baby or have the same, patience throughout the day because they're tired and anxious and stuff like that.
I can't really relate to that because I am in a constant state of tiredness anyway. I think we're all always tired. Have you ever spoken to a mum that said she's not tired?
Some pretend they're not. Some pretend they're not. I have a friend who maybe admits 3 times per year that she's tired. That's it.
Lies.
The rest of the time, she's a perfect mom.
That they are very lucky. They are very, very lucky. But I
know the lies.
This either lies or they're lucky. I tend to think it's lies too. But I'm seriously, if I think about it, I am probably constantly tired. But I would be more tired if I was overweight, unhealthy. I'd be lethargic. I'd have no energy. For me, keeping fit gives me energy. I might feel physically tired, but mentally and kind of in a way I feel within myself, it rejuvenates me and it gets my brain ticking, and it wakes me up in the morning, because you're waking up and you're drowsy and you drag yourself out of bed and you put the DVD in or you get your gym clothes on, and it just snaps you out of that drowsiness. And I think a lot of mums can fall into a rut where they think, I don't have time for anything but baby. So everything is baby, 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 baby. But you have to have that time for yourself, to invest in yourself. Because if you don't do that, then you can become resentful and you don't have as much energy for your baby, because they require a lot of energy the older they get. They're going to take it out of you when they start walking, when they start climbing on things, when they start running around. If you yourself are not fit and healthy, you can't keep up with them, because they're fit and healthy and they've got a lot of energy. So we as mums need that energy too. And I really do think that sometimes people use I'm too tired or I don't have any time as an excuse. If you really want to do it, you will find the time, because at some point in the day, your baby will be sleeping. There's going to be a point where they're not sleeping on you as well. And you did it, and you've got a very clingy baby. You've got a baby that needs a lot of your attention.
I got my partner involved. I'm like, I love you and all, but guess what? I need to come back. I need to be confident again. I need to be happy again. The only way to do it, take your baby and leave me for an hour. Please.
Exactly. Give me this hour for myself, because as a mum, you need that time. You need that me time. Dads need it too, but dads tend to get more of it because when
They
they're
get
this
in.
young, exactly. And when they're this young, we are the main caregivers. We are the nurturers, because that's just how it is. That's nature. So
Especially
we
breastfeed, like the baby's 24/7, literally.
exactly. Breastfeeding, for me, it was a struggle when I was breastfeeding to get anything done, like working out, eating healthy, because breastfeeding makes you hungry. Makes you hungry.
Actually, you're consuming between 300 to 500 calories more per day because of breastfeeding. So, of course, you're going to eat more.
Exactly. And thirsty and everything. And then, you are there, baby's there, you're not mobile. You can't, bottle in mouth, off you go. You're there until sometimes 45 minutes, an hour, and they might fall asleep on you as well.
Yeah, I just don't understand. They don't even feed for that long. They just like to be held there and just hold on to your breast. Like, they don't even eat.
They're not eating. It's just comfort.
Yeah, that's what it is. Just to take even more time from us.
Exactly.
Yeah, but I honestly love what you're saying, because you just show that it is possible to do it. And you're saying that if you don't make time for yourself, if you don't make a call that, okay, I need to do this, it would make me a better mom and a better person. And if you don't do it, nobody else is going to do it.
No one else is going to do it for you.
You're a mom. You're supposed, as you say, you're supposed to be tired. You're supposed to feel overwhelmed. It's like, that's the life of a mother. So nobody's going to show any kind of compassion to you.
No.
It's like, you're supposed to be like that now. You made the choice to become a mom, but live with it. So,
and it's not forever. It's not forever. They're only this young for such a short amount of time. And it's going to come a time where they don't even look at you anymore. They're off in their room and they're playing on their Xbox and they don't even look at you anymore. And then by then, we're going to wait till then to kind of invest in ourselves. No, because by then you've had these years where you've gotten yourself into this kind of routine of, oh, I'm not going to take care of myself, or it's health at the end of the day. None of us are looking to get six packs. None of us are looking to, become bikini models. It's just about taking care of your health and your well-being, to be the best mum, the best partner that you can be to your family.
But it would be nice to get a six-pack, but we don't actually have the time for that. And then
I had one for a day.
Did you grow it?
I had a six-pack for the day, and then the next day I ate, I don't know, popcorn, and it just went. I just thought, this isn't my life.
Yeah,
this is not my life. Like, I can't deprive you have to really be strict to have that and sustain it.
Because fitness is seen like, like a beauty contest. That's what people think of fitness. They don't think of their health. They don't think of their well-being, of making better choices, of adding 5-10 years to your life so you get to, see your children or your grandchildren for longer. They don't think of that. It's a beauty contest. So then they want to go for that extreme where you do get the six-pack and where you never eat any carbs and you're never happy as a person because you're starving yourself. So then when people want to make a change, especially mothers, they feel under so much pressure to follow that trend.
And then they back into the, pre-pregnancy body.
And like, we don't have the time to do that. I mean, unless your kid grows up and then you become like at least a semi-professional athlete, you don't have the time for that. That's the reality of it.
You have to work as well, You've got to factor in work into that. You don't have the time for that. That's extreme. As you said, that's the extreme, but that's unattainable for most of us. Some mothers, they can do it, but as you said, they've probably got teenagers, or they've got a lot of help, or they work from home, or they don't work at all, or there's always some sort of factor that enables them to sustain that type of aesthetic look. But for the majority of mums, that shouldn't be your first goal. Not saying you don't aim for that, aim for it if that's what you want, but I think your main goal as a new mum or a mum of a very young child is to just start
keep moving.
Your journey.
Just move again, because
exactly,
carrying a baby and giving birth or doing C-section or whatever, getting the baby out from you one way or another, it just impacts your body so badly. I do believe that, I honestly believe that it took my body, I lost the weight and everything, but I believe that it took my body up to 1 year to fully heal postpartum. Like for the uterus to pull back properly, my organs to fall back into place,
Yes,
like everything.
exactly. I'm exactly the same, Steph. Exactly the same. I started in August 2016, and I didn't really feel like I was seeing any type of results until late June, until he was over one. He was over 1 year, and I mean, I was eating well, I was exercising every day, but the trauma of going through growing a human and then delivering that human and then nurturing that human, it wrecks your body. Let's just be honest. It wrecks your body. So to rebuild it, all these celebrities you see snap back in about 3 months, they've had some help. That didn't just happen unless you are super lucky.
They have like 10 nannies. Like
they've got nannies, they've got their mums, they've got money, they've got everything in their favor to help them along the journey. But the average mum like you and I don't have that. We just have ourselves. Some of us have our partners, and it's just us. So, we have to be realistic on ourselves. We're too hard on ourselves, I think, as mums.
We are. And I would say that it's a good thing and it's a bad thing that we're hard on ourselves, because you're hard, that you keep yourself disciplined and then you do what you're supposed to do. If you're not hard, or if you're too soft, then you might let go of some things and then not be good in the end.
You lose your focus.
Exactly. So you don't even know how to do it. And the life of a mom, we live at the extreme anyway, every day. So it doesn't make a difference anymore.
Not all of us can be Beyonce.
Some of us just live a normal life.
You see, even Beyonce isn't, I mean, I don't know if you've seen pictures of her lately. Even you can see, I mean, she just had twins, but you can see she's got a fuller chest, she's got fuller hips, she's fuller all over, and she doesn't seem to mind wearing her, her jeans and her, I mean, I didn't wear jeans till I was at least 10 months post baby, I just didn't have the courage. But yeah, because you feel that you should look a certain way, but she's out there and she's saying, this is my mum body. I'm nurturing my children. I'm sure she's breastfeeding, because if you saw her shape, she looks like she's breastfeeding.
I saw the same. There's
but I thought she looked amazing. And that for me is what people should be portraying. That's what a mum will normally look like 3 or 4 months after giving birth.
A confident mom is the most beautiful woman in the world, because it's about she shows that control that she has over her environment, over herself, work, family, husband, child, everything. And it's like an aura around that mom, like, how do you do it?
Absolutely, I totally agree.
She doesn't have to be wrinkle free. She doesn't have to have the perfect six pack or anything like that. It all comes within. The more confident you are.
And you can see how beautiful. I mean, she carried twins and delivered twins. I mean, you can say she's got a lot of money, or she's got a lot of nannies, she's got a lot of help, but it still takes a lot of courage, as you said, to put yourself out knowing that you looked a certain way before and you don't look like that anymore, yet society thinks that you should look the way you looked before because you have all of these other things that should enable you to be perfect. It for me, I think people should aspire to that rather than I've got my flat belly back 2 days after giving birth. I mean, that's not, I don't even know if is that even possible? I don't even think that's possible.
There's some ladies on Instagram that when they're 9 months pregnant, they look like me on a normal day after having dinner. So it might be possible.
That's genetics. I'm sorry that you've got something in your favor, because
I don't even.
I was really fit. I had, I had abs. I didn't have a six pack, but I had abs right up until I'd say 12 weeks of pregnancy. But then all of a sudden, just it just went. And that wasn't my body. My body didn't want to do that. It wanted to get big. So I just let it, because my foremost important thing is to grow the baby, deliver the baby safely. Don't care what I look like at that point. You know, that can all come later. Got to give ourselves a chance, you know.
And it should be like that, because if you think, you know, having a baby with any kind of, I don't know, syndrome or any kind of genetic disease or anything, do you care what you look like anymore? Your whole world ends there.
No. Absolutely. Absolutely.
When my little boy just, you know, tumbles a little bit or falls or something, he doesn't even get a scratch, but just because he feels a little bit of pain and he gives you that look, those puppy eyes, and oh my God, come, what happened? Mommy will love you. Mommy will take the pain away.
Please stay alive. Please stay alive.
Yeah, exactly. I can imagine something seriously being wrong with him. It would break me. Like nothing else would matter.
Exactly. And that's what's important. That's what's important, not the way we look. So.
Exactly. It's about health, and it's about, you know, being able to take care of your family, being able to work, and just be in control of your life. Absolutely. Not just sit on the sofa and be depressed that, you know, you could never get that life back. And actually, I mean, I imagine you had hobbies, yeah, apart from fitness. Yes. I imagine you used to have hobbies, and now maybe you can't do as many things as you used to, or not for the same amount of time, is it?
You can't. I mean, I had there's a Cineworld cinema right near us at the O2, and I used to have a membership card, and my husband and I, we used to go and watch the movies, like, you know, 3 or 4 times a week sometimes, but without fail, once a week we would be at the cinema. I've probably been to the cinema maybe 3 times in the last 18 months. And that was a big hobby of mine. But even, you know, going to restaurants, I love eating out. I love food, so I love eating out. Don't really do that more than maybe 3 or 4 times a year now. So you have to give up a lot, but you can find other ways to have your me time by yourself or with your partner. You can find other ways. You just have to adjust yourself. But that is no excuse to just give up on your own self. It's just not an excuse. I think a lot of the time we find reasons not to do it because it's hard. Because it's hard to set that alarm at 5 a.m. or 4 a.m. Or it's hard to, you know, not sit on the sofa and get some biscuits and a cup of tea and just sit and eat and drink them when the baby's sleeping. Or to, okay, I'll do it next Monday. You say you start next Monday comes, oh, I don't really feel great, oh, baby's got a bit of a sniffle, oh, you know, I got up late, you know, it's hard. It's not easy. And then people do use the excuse, I work, so I don't have time. And that for me was one of my biggest worries about starting back to work. It actually made me think, okay, how am I going to fit in these half an hour's 45-minute workouts where I'm getting up, I'm going to work for 9 o'clock, and before all of that I have to get myself ready, and now I have to get a baby ready, feed this baby, feed myself. How am I going to do this and work out? Well, I set my alarm earlier. That's it. I set my alarm earlier. I gave myself some more time in the morning and I get it done. Am I tired? Yes, I'm tired. But do I feel better? I feel better than if I didn't do it. So,
achieving is great, isn't it? Achieving beats everything.
It is, absolutely. And it gives you a sense of accomplishment because you're doing something for yourself that doesn't directly involve your baby. But your baby and your family should be the reason why you do it, not the reason you don't do it, you know?
I completely agree with you. I'm just to let you know, I'm going to play and replay this interview on my page because I just love what you're saying, and you're so right. And it's just seeing a mom who discovered the secrets, you know, the secrets of how to do it. It's like the world needs to find out. The world needs to listen to this.
And bless you, Stephanie, you're so kind. I think you discovered this secret, not losing 90 pounds. I mean, my goodness, I can't get over that. That's amazing.
Please do check my pictures. I was like a little donut. Yeah, it was, you know what? I was obese my whole life. I was obese my whole life. Then I started, I changed my lifestyle. I started living healthy. I lost all the extra weight. I finally looked good for a few years, and then I got pregnant again. So yeah, that's what happened. So I was sort of used to being obese.
Yes.
It was sad, but I was used to carrying the weight around.
Because you lost that weight, you knew how to do it again. So I think that when you gained weight during pregnancy, you probably didn't have the fear of doing that again.
Honestly, I didn't have it. I was like, yeah, I can do it. I know how to do it and all. But then I'm by myself with a newborn, and my son used to scream and used to cry like every hour, day and night. I'm not exaggerating at all. I was a zombie. And then you realize that, shit, I'm a mom. Like, how do I actually do this now? Before I used to go gym like 2-3 hours per day, 5 times per week. Yeah, I was like, everybody would know me in the gym. The crazy one is here again. She'll spend the whole afternoon here. On Christmas Eve, I was in the gym. On New Year's Eve, I was in the gym. Yeah, I was that lunatic. And then you get a baby and you're like, my God, I can't even take a shower, a 1-minute shower. So you need to shower a lot. Yeah, like I used to shower at 2-3 a.m. because I knew that the baby would be in deep sleep, and I would just wake up and go shower, and my partner would say that I seriously lost it and maybe I need some help, but it was the only time when I could shower without holding the baby. So I don't care.
You do what you have to do. It's not easy, but you just do it.
Yeah, hopefully it will still be fresh in the morning because I'm not showering again until tomorrow night. So
listen, no one's judging you.
Yeah, but it requires serious adaptation, and you can use it as an excuse, or you can just be better and do better and just achieve things that, like, you had doubt about it. Like the first month after having my son, I was sitting on the sofa, still eating my muffins and ice cream. The baby was just screaming crazy, and I was thinking, like, okay, you know what? I don't know how I'm going to do this. Like, I can't. Like, look at me. I don't have 2-3 hours per day to do it. I don't have time to eat healthy. And even if I do eat healthy, I'm breastfeeding. I'm so hungry all the time. I would be hungry at night. Like,
I eat. You have to.
I was terrified. I didn't know what was happening. I thought that you pushed the baby, and then like 2 days later, you like knew.
Yeah. No.
That's what I thought, and I think that's what it is. Most moms underestimate it. No, I do think that most moms underestimate what happens after you give birth, and they think like they will just bounce back into everything, their hobbies, their lifestyle. No, mothers, no, not at all. See Kerry, yeah, now she's going to cinema only 3 times per year.
It is complete opposite. You don't have time in those early days. You don't have time, but those early weeks are for your baby. It's not for working out, because you can't work out during that time anyway, because you have to be cleared by your doctor. And that's usually 8-9 weeks. So in those first weeks, you have to just be you and baby. But after those 8 weeks, that's when it's hard, because you start to think, now I have to fight. But we have 24 hours in the day. One of those we can use for us.
To be honest, I always say that my day has like 25-26 hours, because I think like I do so much that honestly I deserve a trophy.
I think you do. And you did it.
I keep saying that. Like, you know what? Mothers don't emphasize enough on the effort that you put in. Like, when you have dinner with your friends, do you tell them that you wake up at 5 and you train and you eat and you get a baby ready and then you commute to work and then you work crazy providing for your family? You come home, clean, you take care of the baby. Nobody asks you that.
Because they think you're crazy.
Yeah, they don't ask you that. They're like, yeah, okay, she's a mom now. Like, she can't go clubbing with us anymore, and that's it. They will not have any other conversation about you or your new life.
It's a shame, really, because it can feel quite you could be quite excluded, and it's hard because you have a group of friends that are mummy friends, you know, they understand what you're going through, and then there's that group of friends that don't have a young child, or they've got grown-up children, or they don't have any children, and they don't understand all the things that go into your day as a mother of a young child. But it's just, as long as you know that you're doing the best that you can do, and that you're finding that time for yourself, then it's not, for me, I don't concern myself with what other people think. If I need to find time to be with my friends, I'll find time to be with my friends. But then if you kind of judge me for not having time all the time, then you don't need to be around people like that anyway, because you have to have people who are positive and understand what you're trying to do. And if you're trying to just stay healthy, stay fit, and be the best person that you can be for your family, that should be encouraged. It should be commended. It shouldn't be frowned upon. It shouldn't be excluded, or, okay, well, she's got no time for us now, let's just leave her out of the invitations, let's not bother inviting her. And I think it's a shame if that does happen, but then I would think carefully about whether I need to be around there anyway, because if you don't understand and appreciate the hardship that I'm going through to try and be the best person I am, because it's not easy. If it was easy, everyone would just do it, but it's not easy, is it? So if you don't understand, you know, all that I'm doing and appreciate that, and, you know, still kind of support me in it, then I have to really think about, you know, are you really my friend?
I used to be that person. I used to be that, because I was quite young in my group of friends,
yeah,
and family and stuff, and I used to be that person. Like, you know, you got married, so what if you got married? Can't we just carry on with our lives? So what if you have a baby? Just get a nanny or call your in-law, whatever. Let's go.
Ignorance, isn't it? It's just ignorance is bliss. We don't know until we know.
Yes. And now I'm like, and now when somebody gives me that attitude, I'm like, wait, no. Just call me when it happens, and I'll gladly advise.
Yeah, come back when you're doing this. Exactly. It's normal though. It's a normal reaction, especially if you've never been through it. But I'm finding now, at my age now, most of my kind of circle of friends, they've either been through it or they're going through it at the same time. So in a way, I'm quite lucky, because the group of people I'm around, they are supportive. They actually think, oh, you know, how are you doing this? I've been asked by so many people, you know, friends, family, how are you doing these workouts? How are you, you know, you're posting on your Instagram and on your Facebook, and you've got your meals, your healthy meals that you're doing, and your son is happy and developing well, so, you know, you're not neglecting him. How are you doing this? And I just tell them, I set my alarm for 5 o'clock in the morning. He doesn't get up. And then
in the conversation, they're like, leave this on.
Yeah, they're like, oh, I don't want to know that you're crazy. That's how I do it. You asked.
Yeah, I know. You know, as long as you love what you're doing, and you're doing it for your family, and you just trust the process, and it just makes you, you know, a better mom and a better person and a better wife. That's all that matters.
Absolutely.
People will always have opinions. People will always either make fun of fathers, mock you, or just, you know, disregard what you're doing.
Yeah.
They don't know. They'll find out.
No, and they're not ready for their journey yet. But when they're ready for their journey, they can come back and we can talk.
You'll teach them how to do it.
Yeah. I'll teach you how to set an alarm and make use of those hours.
Yeah. So I think we get into the end of our interview, because it's getting quite late for you as well. And I don't want the little one to wake up.
Oh, he's out of it, but yeah. I'm going to have my cup of hot chocolate.
If there's anything that you want to add, any advice that you want to give, if you want to just direct everybody to your socials, because you do write a blog as well, and you put pictures with all those nice recipes that always make me hungry. We need to talk about that. You need to stop to make your food look that nice.
Trust me.
Seriously, we need to do something about that.
there's a knack to it.
Like, it's healthy food. Healthy food is not supposed to look that sexy. Yeah, please don't do that.
I have a few pages. So I have on Facebook, I have a page called That Fit Life. And that's where I keep all my healthy recipes, all my food recipes. And I've got quite a few baby recipes on there now as well, because I'm now starting to try and prepare food that I can eat as well as baby. So I've got a few of those, and that's That Fit Life on Facebook. My fitness page is Diary of That Fit Life. So it's just the exact same kind of name, but with Diary of in front of it, and that's where I post my workout videos and just a bit of fitness motivation. Instagram is Kerry's Fit Life, and we follow each other on Instagram. And again, that's pretty much the same as my Facebook page. I just have, you know, a mixture of healthy foods and fitness motivation, workouts, just kind of a bit of a glimpse into my life, really. So that Instagram is, I'm more active on Instagram than I am on Facebook, but healthy recipes are more on my Facebook. And I think I would leave, if there's any bit of advice I would leave a mum, whether it be a mum of a young child or an older child, or a mum that is trying to get back on a fitness journey, don't be too hard on yourself. Be hard on yourself, but not too hard on yourself, because it's always a journey and never a destination. It's always a work in progress. Consistency is the number one thing. Once you start, you have to keep going, because when you're consistent, that's when you see your results. And get up earlier. If you don't have time, if you work, if you have to clean the house, if you don't have a nanny, get up earlier.
Because of you, I'm going to set up my alarm for tomorrow morning. I normally wake up early enough. Because of you, I'll wake up even earlier.
Oh, okay. Well, I'll be right there with you. 5 a.m.
Guys, seriously, you need to follow Kerry, because she's literally like posting her workouts all the time and posting all those good looking recipes and foods. And you know, sometimes I don't feel like training, and then I just browse through and I find you and I see you there training so hard. I'm like, oh, I have to do it now.
I'm so happy. You know, that makes me so happy to hear.
So yeah, seriously, like, and then you have those pictures where you're so, like, you know, tired and after the workout and exhausted, and you're like, I don't care, people, I've done it. Did you do it today? And exactly. You're such an inspiration. Oh, yeah, it's like, there is no excuse. You have to get it done. And seriously, guys, just go on that Instagram and follow Kerry. I'll plug in anyway all your socials, so people can just go there straight away. Yeah, and it's like, you wake up in the morning, her workout is already finished. She already left the house with the baby. By the time you just, you know, when you just open your eyes and you're lazy and you don't know what's happening,
so
already on the way to work.
Tell me you don't have time. I don't want to hear it. You don't have time. I don't want to hear it.
I'm going to think of you tomorrow morning. Yes. You just embarrassed like 50% of the mothers tonight, but it's okay. I'll forgive you. It's okay.
Oh.
Yeah, it's been lovely talking to you.
Thank you.
Lovely. Thank you so much for your time.
My pleasure.
Yeah, maybe we should do it again. Just, you know, gossip about the mom life.
Absolutely. Anytime.
Thank you so much, and have a lovely night.
And you too. Thank you, Steph.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye.